There we go. What's
What
up,
up?
everybody?
What's happening?
What's going on?
What's happening?
Trying to fight off a sneeze right now. I think it's going away, which sucks. I'd much rather sneeze than hold it, but live stream I guess is better.
So,
dude, who's this Frankie No-Nos guy? That guy's fucking tight.
Who's Frankie No-Nos? What are you talking about?
This Kirby comment.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Sounds
Matt, why the
right.
hell are we smoking Perdomos tonight? Can you explain this to me?
That's one of the best. Well, I don't know about the one that you have because it's probably still over humidified, but that's like, it's on, in my opinion, that cigar is like on the same level as the Hoya Connecticut, the Hoya CT, which is also a phenomenal cigar.
Okay.
Do you like that one, or do you hate that one?
No.
Okay.
I do like that. That's a great morning stick. I've had it a few times, like cup of coffee. Really nice.
It's great. What I guess Matt. What have you had the Hoya CT, the Antonio CT?
I have not. That's why I'm looking over here. I'm making a note right now.
Yeah, that was very good.
I had that one.
Does that come in different sizes? Because I've only had it in the Lancero.
It comes in different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Toro, Robusto, Bellicoso, Corona Gorda. And I don't know, are you thinking about the same one I'm thinking of, Pete? It's the Antonio CT with the red band. I didn't know that they had that in a.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm thinking of one that comes in a blue band.
Uno.
The Uno. That's it.
The Uno, the numero uno.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about. That's a great cigar.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, here's the Kirby comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. All right, we'll go by that one.
That's me.
Yeah, that is you. Your Twitter was giving me an error when I was launching. It was like delete the Twitter account.
Yeah, I removed it and moved it over to YouTube.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I guess that you have to have
I
a premium subscription to do a live stream on Twitter now. You used to
Yeah.
just be able to do it even if you didn't want to pay for a blue check mark.
I think that's a newer change recently, at least in the past few months.
It's not like it's got to recoup the money. I mean,
Got to get that money.
Jeez.
Yeah. Wasn't a cheap purchase.
And now there's talks you might buy CNN or something. I don't know if that was a rumor floating around, but I heard that from a few different people. Yeah.
Elon
Musk.
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool Wolverine. I haven't seen it, but C tier. I mean, should I even bother seeing it at that point?
I mean, I thought it was okay, but it's certainly not like it made $1 billion for a reason, right? I think the DJ went over it, right? Like it pulls on the heartstrings for all the comic books, but it's just like fan service. Yeah, fan service. That's all it is.
Gotcha. Been a busy daddy. What's going on, man? Happy Sunday. So this will be my first time with this Perdomo. I can't even remember the last Perdomo I had smoked and when. Like, it's been that long for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're solid, dude. They're solid.
It's
Very
just
predictable.
Yeah, I think it's a brand you see everywhere, and like nothing's ever exclusive about them. So it's not like I need to pick them up, or every humidor you walk into 95% of the time has a section. So it's just like you kind of get used to seeing them everywhere. And when you were like, "We're gonna smoke these today," I was like, "Oh shit! I'll just drive to the local B&M that's 2 minutes away from me, and I guarantee they're gonna have Perdomos." And sure enough, they had those fresh packs, and I just grabbed one, and that was it.
Well, and what I like about Perdomo is it's always going to, for me anyways, all the ones I've gotten, it's always going to have a great draw, great construction, consistent. It's not one of those cigars in my experience that, if I have 20 of these Connecticut's, more than likely I'm going to get the same flavors, the same profile each time with what I've experienced anyways, which is why I personally like Perdomo.
Does anyone have a go-to in the catalog that they think is like a step above, or is everything just pretty much like B tier throughout the entire like portfolio?
I'd say like you have your personal favorites, but the quality of experience, like I'd say for almost all Perdomos that are good, like they top out at like a B tier or satisfying, which is there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, and because they're all very affordable. They're all like, you know, this is probably it's sub $10, you know,
For sure.
Yep.
I really like the 10th anniversary champagne in Epicure.
Very
That's
good.
probably been my favorite one amongst the bunch. A lot of people like the Sungrown too a lot. Yeah,
I know.
there you go.
I think that Lot 23 Maduro is really nice. Like I smoked the Lot 23 Maduro around the same time that I smoked the 10th anniversary Maduro, and I was like, why pay the extra? Because the 23 is also quite good.
Yep.
And also those cigars age. The Lot 23 Maduros age so well. Like that cigar with like 5 years on it is incredible. It's such a because the rough because you know it's a Perdomo. It's gonna have some pepper. It's mostly Nicaraguan. Let the roughness of the pepper kind of die down, and it just becomes such a chocolatey, satiating experience with the Lot 23 Maduro specifically. Maybe that can happen with the 10th anniversary Maduro because that one I had it fairly fresh, maybe with like a few months of age, and it was rough. Like it had some friggin' pepper. The 30th, I don't like any one of that line. I don't think that's a special line whatsoever.
Never had it.
Yeah.
I don't think you liked any of those 30ths, right?
I like the Connecticut was pleasant. The Sun-Grown was inadequate. The Maduro for me was a dog rocket, which was hard. It's just hard because I like a lot of Perdomo, but it's got to call a spade a spade.
I like JD's comment. Perdomo's the Kevin Hart of cigars.
Aww. That's pretty good though. That's pretty good.
On point, bro.
You know, somebody had asked the other day in one of the groups, and maybe you guys will know, I do not, but does Perdomo ever do any LEs or anything like that? I don't think so, right? It's all just core line stuff.
John, no, they don't do any LEs. They used to, or they had like a limited with the Edition del Silvio or Silvo. It came in a coffin, and maybe prior to that they had some sort of. I remember it had like the wax stamp on it. Yeah, that was the Edition de Silva or Silvio. I forget what the actual name was, but that was like the only LE Perdomo that I remember them making. Which is, you know, and that's great that they're not going for that market. They're just going for like the everyday, solid, just, you know, affordable, consistently good cigar.
Yep.
Yeah, and as far as like their production, I know they're one of the brands that produce a shit ton of cigars. So I think Nick really dials in on making sure that his core line is consistent throughout without just dumping quality, because if you're going to sell a $10 cigar and have it be pretty good consistently, I think that goes a long way with a lot of cigar smokers, because most guys aren't nerdy like us, and if they pick up a $10 cigar that tastes good before they go play golf, they're going to probably pick up that same cigar every time they go out or grab a bunch for their buddies. So as long as they're nailing it like that, why chase those $20 $30 exclusives that are going to probably not be that good in the long run, because most of them aren't, and just stick to your bread and butter, just killing it.
Yep.
I've always said Perdomo was Honda. They're the Honda of cigars.
Absolutely.
They just make good stuff. It's reliable. You can count on it every time. It's not a Ferrari, but it's good.
I agree.
Is that the Sun-Grown, John?
Yeah, it's a lot 23 sun grown. It's super windy right now, so I'm struggling to toast this thing.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Good, man. No, Chiefs just lost. My poor Chiefs. Yeah, I'm glad that we got a loss out of the way though. And I think it was it last year? I forget, but no, it was the Ravens. Like they beat us regular season, then we beat them in the AFC Championship. I'd rather lose to a team in the regular season, knowing that we're probably going to see them in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think that between those top four, like the Ravens, the Steelers, the Chiefs, and the Bills, right now, right in the AFC, it's going to come down to who has the ball last in all four of those games in the playoffs. Like that's just it.
Yeah.
well, they did. I heard some stat they look at all the games that teams have played or that they've won by one possession, and they do the flip side, which is kind of a stupid thing because it's like the teams that won by one possession are still winning. It's like they're good at winning, But the Chiefs have won, I think, like 8 games by one possession, and so it's just crazy how many close games they've been in. Yet they figure out a way to usually outside of tonight usually win.
Yeah, I'm used to nail biters, which sucks because like it gets to a point to where it's like, okay, and this is the time for me to pull out Bubble Cloud, which is like an app on my phone, like a game. I'm like, all right, time to start distracting myself because it's gonna get fucking down the wire. I need to not pay as close of attention. Let's get Bubble Cloud out.
Bubble Cloud.
I gotta check this game out, dude. I gotta check it out.
Dude, it's great. It's a huge time suck though. So just I could just be OCD with it too because I'm like, my wife started it. My wife started playing it probably like 5 years ago, and like I'll just always look like, say if we're on a plane, I'll like look at her. I'm like, what's that stupid like ball game? It's like, it's Bubble Cloud. Like, oh, okay. And it's like 5 years go by, and then like I finally get it when we're on a plane going to Hawaii for our 5th anniversary, and then I get the game. I'm like, oh, this is pretty fun. Oh, sweet. And then she's like at level like 175 or whatever, and then like I just blow past her. Like I get up to like, and she's been playing for years, and I'm like at level 360 right now, and the levels are insane. It's never ending.
Can you prestige in that game? Is there a way to do that?
I don't know what that is.
It's a Call of Duty term. Like once you get to max level, you can like start all over again and then get like new unlocks and stuff. Because Call of Duty just came out and I've been getting my fill.
Dude, the best part, the last thing about Bubble Cloud, shut up. The best part about Bubble Cloud is that there's no ads. No ads, and like you don't have to put it on airplane mode, nothing. There's just no ads in the game. So shout out Bubble Cloud.
It is.
Right? Endorsement for Bubble Cloud.
86 people watching. Everyone's going to go download it tonight. We're going to see a big tick in Bubble Cloud. Next sponsor for Cigar Hound Dog.
I'm looking at it right now.
Well, you had me at no ads.
This review brought to you by Bubble Cloud.
By Bubble Cloud.
Awesome. I'm not a phone game guy. Like I like games. I'm a PC gamer. I have consoles. Like my kids have taken over the consoles. I've always been a PC guy, but I'm like a Wordle kind of guy or like a Sudoku guy on the phone. If I got to kill some time. I'm not
a phone game guy. That's the only game I play on my phone. I like Wordle. Love Wordle. There's kind of like the Wordle, but for baseball, for MLB. I forget what they call it, but I did that for a while, but I'm like, I suck at this. I don't know baseball well enough because they're like history of baseball and shit. So, but yeah, I'm a typically a console guy, but I just haven't played any games in like 10 months.
I will download a phone game like once every couple of months, and then I will just play the shit out of it for like 3 days, and then after a little bit, I'll open it up and I'll be like, what am I doing? And I delete the thing off my phone. I'm like, this is such a waste of time.
Yeah. And those mobile games, man. My kids, have iPads and they always have those fucking games. they're just money sucks, dude. It's like, Dad, can you get me this? Dad, can you get? I'm like, fucking just play the game, man. You don't need the new skin.
Microtransactions.
Yep.
They get you.
That's why I won't let my kids play Fortnite. I'm like, I'd rather you play Call of Duty, dude. Violence is violence. At least this isn't microtransaction driven, you know?
Yeah. I just play my console games on my phone with like remote play on PS5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight, dude.
Yeah, you can do it for Xbox too. But yeah, you just download the remote play app and then log into your console, get all your settings checked, and you're good to go.
I actually didn't know you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't look into that. Yeah. You're all up to snuff with all the tech stuff, Mike.
I mean, I don't know. I like my gadgets, man. I like gadgets. Like tinkering.
Yeah.
Software's always been my thing.
Stay tuned for the next tech channel. Master your tech.
Master your tech.
That would be fun. Master your tech. Probably
I was staring at my bourbon collection today, and I was like, Michael should do like a humidor tour, do a bourbon tour for your channel too. I would love to see that.
See, the problem is that I have to organize it.
Yes.
You know, that's been the only drawback to that is I have to organize it. And like, here's the thing. So I think we talked about it, but I was never a huge bourbon fanatic, even though I had access to a lot of it. In Vegas, it's not as good of a market in general. Like, you really have to go to like secondary markets to get the good stuff, because in Vegas, everybody just like hoards the good stuff, and they've never looked at it as a place to take brands that are really established. They just give you enough so that you can make as many people happy in town, right? So like when Weller gets released, or when the Antique Collection gets released, or when Pappy gets released, we always get really slim allocations in comparison to like Texas, Florida, really big states, right?
Yep.
And that's just because of the fact that like they're trying to build Fireball out here. They don't need to worry about building Weller Antique. You know, people are going to buy that wherever. So they want like, what's the newest Buzzball? That's what Sazerac wants to put out here. You know, put the blue balls out in Vegas. People will buy that stuff. So that, you know, that's just kind of the way that the marketplace works. And it's a lot harder unless you're keeping up with all the off-premise dudes and stuff like that. Like, hey, where did the Antique Collection go? You know, which liquor store has it this month? And then you go there and it's like they want you to be part of a raffle in order to get it. So the access is limited. You have to go secondary market. And I was never such a big bourbon like snob that I really like went after all that. When like Macallan released their numbered series, I picked up bottle number 1 and bottle number 3 of that, because I thought that it was like going to be way higher in demand. And that demand didn't start until like the pandemic, really. That's when those bottles started to skyrocket, you know? Crazy prices. Crazy. Now they're like $1,000 a bottle.
Right.
So like I have those. Those are cool to show off. I have some bourbons, but I don't really have like a ton. At least
I have noticed that most like my bourbon hunting is always towards the end of the year, because that's when everything gets released, right? Everyone wants to make their money for the holidays. So I've been picking up a lot more bottles lately, but bottles are sitting now and prices are coming down because that whole COVID craze of like, any hobby during COVID was like skyrocketing. Cigars, anything you can collect pretty much. So all of it seems to be slowing down now, and the bottles are staying on the shelves a little bit longer, and those shops are realizing, man, I can't get like $500 for this Weller anymore, so let me put it down to like $350, and they sit there for a while, and they're like, I should try $250. So I'm just waiting for that to come down to like normal prices again, because it got crazy. Like I bought bottles during COVID that I had no business buying, but I wanted them, so I bought them, and I regret it now.
Like in my little group chat, the secret chat that we always talk about, and the one that I have for my crew, I don't know if I posted. I think I posted it on Bandit too, in the whiskey selection thing. But I went for cigars with one of my buddies who is a big time collector, and like I really should show you a video of his place when I go over there for Friendsgiving. I'll shoot it over to you, Pete. But he had like some 1923 E.H. Taylor last month. And then this past month when we got together, he had some Oloroso sherry from 1914 that he got in private auction. So I get to taste that just by being friends with him. Like, you know, I don't need to go out and go crazy.
Damn.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine what those bottles cost that guy. That's insanity.
He's always in there like scouting deals and stuff like that on the secondary market. But he's got like verticals of all kinds of crazy wine. Like he's just a liquor collector. One of my former coworkers. He loves it.
Is your friend Zaya Yonan?
Mm-mm. No, he is not.
The owner of El Septimo, for anybody who doesn't know, is a very flamboyant, rich billionaire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I catch that one.
Not.
Have you seen the lounges they're building around like the country? The El Septimo lounges?
It's fucking nuts. It's fucking insane. I'd love to go to one, but yeah, they're insane. I don't even want to think about membership, you know, or like an entry fee. Like it's crazy.
I heard rumor they only sell El Septimo too. Like that's not a perk of being a member at that lounge.
That seems
I think Sal. I think Sal's been to one, so he could probably enlighten us if he's still in the chat.
Yeah, that's a weird line. Does anyone enjoy that line from El Septimo? Like any of their stuff?
I like the Salvador Dali. No, I also like the Alexander the Great. I like that one. That's a solid Connecticut.
Emperor and the Sacred Arts Collection. Those are both decent.
Yeah.
Never had it.
I think I sent you one. Didn't I send you a Lancero?
I have some. I think I have a couple, but I've fucking never smoked them. I think it's because.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I sent Texas Taurus an Emperor Yao, which is like a giant figurado. So we'll see what Texas thinks of it.
I think what made me shy away from trying it out is you sent me that, and I was like, "Oh, one of these," and you're like, "Yeah, that fucking brand sucks." And I'm like, "Cool, look forward to smoking it, dude."
They're not bad cigars. They're just the ones I always get are average, and the price is not warranted for those cigars.
Yeah. It's not an average price.
Yeah, no. And their formats are usually weird. Like they're all fucking big ass cigars for some reason.
Dude, let me go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find one, show you guys.
I
think I showed you a picture.
I have one that's like 12 inches long. It's huge. It's like a Salomon or a double perfect. I don't even know. It's like a fucking foot long sub at Subway. The thing's ginormous. Like who wants to smoke that? I don't even know how I got it, to be honest. Someone must have sent it to me.
Now, question for you guys, and this is kind of rewinding just a little bit, but when you guys were talking about bourbon prices and those skyrocketing during COVID, so I wasn't smoking back then, so I don't have any insight on cigar prices going pre-COVID, COVID to now. So with that said, with bourbons and some of the prices coming down, do you guys anticipate cigar prices kind of leveling, or what do you guys see? What do you guys think in the cigar world as far as pricing goes?
Fucking better.
I don't. Me personally, I mean, who knows? Like, I could be completely wrong, but I don't see it coming down because a lot of what happened with cigars was driven by the Chinese market. It had nothing to do with COVID.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, because China, you know, Habanos decided to put everything on par with China, and I think everyone else saw the money they're making, and it didn't slow down to people buying them at all. And so, I don't see it happening, but hopefully, maybe that'd be great.
Nice.
The fuck?
What the hell is that?
This is like a 2.5 by like 60 chode.
The Zaya.
It's like a thumb.
That's even smaller than the eye of the bull. That's what that reminds me of.
And it has like it's a closed foot. It's bizarre.
I thought you were showing
take
a half
couple
smoked
puffs
cigar.
and then you start. Yeah, that's.
It's like a shotgun shell.
That's funny.
It reminds me of the. I don't know if Mike may be familiar with the Super Shot. The shot, the
Viaje.
Viaje. Remind me of that.
It's actually going to be the next little box that I add to the set. I have my super shot box from my last trip to Kentucky.
Nice, dude.
Nice little guy.
Yeah, I don't see the prices coming down. I can only hope that with inflation hopefully stopping or, slowing down, is that hopefully the prices just don't keep going up. That's the only hope. I mean, we'll see. We're
due for an economic collapse. I mean, it's been too long, so inflation will stop then.
Yeah.
Not
It's
if
like
they
a
keep
9-year
pumping money.
cycle.
They'll keep
Yeah.
pumping money.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Money's not
Yeah.
real.
The only way it stops is if we stop buying the super expensive ones, man. It's the only way.
Yeah.
My Davidoff snakes came in yesterday, Mike, on that note.
Yeah. Speaking of this guy over here, boxes of snakes.
They look good.
62 MSRP. Oh,
Dragons looked good too.
Yeah, fuck, they did.
Yeah, the dragons
so
look
did the
pretty
tigers.
cool.
So did the tigers. Tigers looked really cool.
Yeah.
Those were only 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, I regret it already, but we'll see. I'll smoke one this week. I got one in the dry box.
It's a beautiful box.
As soon as I saw that post, I was like, "Good for Pete, man. Good for Pete."
I just that one and the Placencia one are like the years of that I always get, and
Yeah.
I'm cutting it off there because every brand has one now, and I'm not going down that fucking rabbit hole.
I'll be pissed if like everybody does a Lancero for the year of the snake, because Placencia's doing it. Davidoff did it.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a trend everybody goes with, because that's lame. Nothing against Lanceros, but
though.
it does. But I mean, there's some fat snakes too.
Sure.
Like,
Anacondas, bro.
Like one that just ate or something. That
Yeah,
was
fucking
it's got
leave
a-
it to
perfect.
Like an egg,
Yeah.
just a lump in the middle of it.
Long eggs.
Oh yeah, the Drew Estate year of the snake. That would be a fucking egg.
That's what we need are 8-inch eggs.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, on the price thing though, I have talked to Ronnie at Secreto, and he's like, the past few weeks for him, sales have been like dog shit, and he's like, I don't know if it was the election or like people are just gearing up for holidays, stopping their spending, like everyone's more cautious right now, but he's not seeing the sales that he normally sees going into like holiday season. And then
I think
good.
So I was gonna say like probably I could see a lot of people waiting for Black Friday, like kind of like the window between Halloween and then pretty much all of November up till Black Friday. I can see people pumping the brakes.
Yeah.
I
But
can
on
see
the
that.
flip,
But
go ahead, John. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I could see that. I could also see this. Not getting like political, but the economy sucks. Like it really does in terms of the net loss of full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Like I won't name names, but a friend of mine in Ohio was saying like Ohio just in the last week or two has had over 100,000 layoffs. And so, yeah, I still think there's an undercurrent of just a bad economy too. But I could see Black Friday playing into it too.
In construction, they with these large buildings that we make, if the like federal interest rate gets up around like 5% for like large building loans, they just stop building. And like, what was it? Not this summer, but last summer, the rates were up that high, and so nobody started any projects. And if construction is slow, the economy's slow. I mean, it's the biggest money dumps that go on.
Yeah.
Well, I saw Saka was posting on Facebook under his Saka Squatch group, and there was like a limited release of the Green Band Mi Querida. They released it into number 2, and they only had a couple hundred packs come out. And normally that stuff would sell out instantly through Smoke Inn. Like, they run Dunbarton probably more than any other shop, and they're still available. And someone's like, wow, I can't believe these sold out. And Saka chimed in. He's like, the economy's shit. He's like, right now I'm not selling cigars like I used to stores. Like stores aren't buying product. And I think stores slow down buying this time of year anyway, because trade shows are coming up, and they're probably gonna have to dump a ton of money into those trade shows. So I could kind of see that.
Yeah.
More specific.
And that also has to do with like the shift to PCA from like summer to April.
Moving it up.
Yeah, so that doubles, because obviously there's TPE as well. So that doubles, like the retailers wanted to hold back later in the year because you got the shows coming up earlier next year, the year after.
Yep.
Got a question from AZ.
Absolutely, man. Champagne is my favorite pairing with Cubans. Absolute favorite. It's my favorite pairing with cigars in general, but for alcohol.
Other than coffee.
Yeah, for alcohol. For alcohol, it's champagne and cognac, man. I love that stuff.
I had a K d'Orsay from 2019. I don't know what Ellie it was that AZ sent me this morning with coffee. Damn, it was fucking good. It was good.
That's a great coffee cigar, dude. That whole lineup.
I love that cigar, man.
I had that K d'Orsay number 54 this morning, and that thing needed some coffee because standalone.
What year was yours
like it?
from?
It's a 2018.
Okay.
It's just so mild. I mean, that's the fattest one they make, and they stuff it full of really mild tobacco. Like the Coronas Claro that I had yesterday was really good, but I mean, it makes sense. That's the skinniest one they make, so I'm looking forward to trying the 50 and the 52 to see, is one of those perfect, or is the first one I had the best?
Which one did I review? I think it was 52, right? Let me see.
Was it
Is
long?
Ice Wine? Is Ice Wine like a wine cooler? Is that ice wine?
No, ice
Am I an
wine
idiot?
is a dessert wine. It's a sweetened wine, usually from Alsace.
Dude, I'm a sucker for ice wine, man. I love it.
Ice wine's delicious too. It's a good call.
Never had it, but I'm intrigued.
My family, they have what's it called? Is it mulling or mulled wine?
Mulled
so
wine.
It's Swedish mulled wine, so it's called glug. It's some like version of Swedish mulled wine. But yeah, you like heat it up. So it takes like all day to make. But yeah, you're putting like port wine and like clove and cinnamon and orange and like I don't know. You get it in like a cheesecloth and you just let it sit like all day. But yeah, it's like a warm alcoholic drink. It's freaking phenomenal. I love the holidays mainly because I get to make glug.
Yeah, they're talking about ice wine in the comments below, but yeah, you get the frozen grapes where you get that concentration of sugar, stops the acid from propagating and stuff.
I saw you answer this question.
It seems like a lot. I don't know how many seats are in the lounge. Mike, the d'Orsay that I smoked was the 50. And that one was really nice.
Sure. Haven't had that one yet. We'll see.
I never smoked a 54. Don't know.
It was still good. It was just super mild. And I smoked it right away in the morning. I preferred the Coronas.
Bordering? I think it crossed the border.
Yeah. Oh, JD finally got his hands on a Night Commander.
Really good cigar.
Very staring at me. Mine keeps staring at me from the humidor.
What are you waiting for, man?
I was going to do it tonight, and then it was like, well, it's Perdomo night.
Perdomo!
Can't smoke a Night Commander on Perdomo night. Well, plus it'll be my first one, so anytime I smoke a cigar for the first time, I typically like to do it solo.
Clean palate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a clean palate too.
Make sure you eat before you have that cigar.
Oh, is it a heavy hitter?
It is.
It's got some kick. A lot of
nicotine.
Yeah. Even my original box from last year, I revisited it a month ago, and I was pleasantly surprised because I was like, I got the nicotine pretty early on in the first one. but it died down to like the last third, and I was chugging it because I was like, oh sweet, no nicotine now, this is great. And then I got to that last third and I was like, whoa, I need some fucking chocolate real quick, because it came out of nowhere. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to try it because I've never heard anything. I haven't heard anything bad about the Night Commander. So
it is
other
good.
than it has some nicotine and it can put you on your ass potentially. Yeah. But it's a tasty cigar.
Seems
way
like
better than a Senator.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Those just released too, and I was smart enough not to buy a box this time around. I was like, I still have half of the box of the OG one, so I'll keep with that. It's a cool box though. Those boxes are sick.
The box, the one of the few instances where like within Foundation, the box is much better than the cigar.
Mm.
Sarcophagus, it's pretty tight.
Yeah.
So what do you guys? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, what do you guys think about your Perdomos?
It's all right.
Mine's a little sharp.
Antonio's better.
What are y'all smoking?
Okay.
Which Perdomos?
Lot 23, Connecticut.
20th anniversary Maddie Epicure.
Okay. Cool. It's a lot of Lot 23 Connecticut. Matt, are you smoking the Lot 23 Connecticut?
Yep, I got the Lot 23 Connecticut Robusto.
Okay.
Yep.
Mine's good. Mine's just a little wet, so I wish I would have. I mean, it was impromptu, but like with my new humidor, it's really good, but it just keeps the humidity's a little higher than I'd like, and so it's just a little. You can just taste it. It just needed to be a little bit drier, but it's still really good. It's like bready, nutty, a little bit of leather.
Keelan.
I'll have to check that in a second. Yeah, it's pretty good though. It's pretty good. It's a little on the rougher side, but like I said, I just literally bought this and it was a humidity pack that it was in. So I checked it and it was like 70 when I got to it, and then I cut it, put it in a box full of cedar, and it was in there for a few hours. It came down to like 65, but I'm sure it's still over humidified. But it's not bad. This is a solid B tier cigar. Like I would smoke this again, and if someone handed it to me, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's just like it's a little bit rough around the edges because it does like this one. It has kind of like that acrid Connecticut, like maybe like hints of ammonia, like just very like faint hints. Like you just kind of get that like aftertaste of like a chemically aftertaste. This one in particular, I don't remember the other ones I've had from this box that taste like this. Maybe they're going through some like weird Perdomo sick period. I don't friggin' know, but but it's good, but it is a little bit rough around the edges right now.
Yeah. But what's the price point on this cigar for a single? It's got to be like sub 10.
Probably $8.50. I'll have to look it up, but it's sub 10.
Yeah. Yeah. I've smoked way worse at higher prices, so
for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, it goes back to Perdomo. At least with Perdomo, they're all going to be solid B tiers. They're going to be consistent, great draw,
and have a giant band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
Giant iridescent band.
Look, man, Nick likes big bands and big watches, bro.
I heard he's a big watch guy.
Big watch guy.
Anyone shop on Cbid? What's your take?
Long time ago.
If you want what they got, and you
I only go
right,
for like a couple specific things. I don't shop it for like
fucking keys.
It's where I hate buy my Gurkhas for the fireplace.
Is that what you use to get your fireplace started?
Kindling.
Yeah. I just throw one in for essence every couple hours.
Yeah. A room note.
A room note.
It's always funny
shit
seeing when
room
people
note.
like get too drunk and they go on Cbid and they're like, "Oh, look what I just paid." They added like an extra digit or whatever.
Yeah.
When I used to buy stuff on that, I'd look and see when the bid was going to end, and I'd like set a timer for like 5 minutes before the end. You know, you go on there and look at it every once in a while. The last couple seconds, you throw 5 cents higher or whatever, and then you get it. But
Oh, you just
so
like
many
sniping people?
oh hell yeah! What's it for other than that?
Well, I mean, like it came out right around like what 2 years after eBay, so it's like that was the original kind of spot that we used to go to and do that stuff. And, like same rules apply. It's an auction site.
CBIT is a rite of passage for every hobbyist. Like you have to like at some point when you're getting into cigars, you're like, oh man, like where can I find cigars for cheap? Oh, here's a hack. CBIT.
Yeah.
You know, and then you go for it for a little bit, and you're like, okay, yeah, the cigars on here are pretty good, but palettes change.
Stuck with 100 cigars you don't want.
Yeah, because you would get stuff in bulk on there. That's one of the reasons people would go to CBIT. Yeah, it's a rite of passage.
Anyone smoke this
daily stream poop?
Anyone smoke this Las Calaveras besides me?
I have one, but I have not yet.
I haven't smoked it yet.
I might light it up after.
Ooh,
nice.
What is that guy? With the new LC?
Yep, the 10-year.
My take is it has decent flavors. It's going to need some time. It's got nice fruit notes, stone fruit. Spicy but not offensive. Baking spices are nice. It definitely needs that 1 year of age, my father type thing going on for it to like meld better. I think the 24 standard release that came out earlier was better at this point. We'll find some time on it.
See, I didn't like the 24, so that's not boding well for me with this one.
Well, I guess we'll have to watch the review.
Maybe
I think that my favorite Crowned Heads release from this year, boys, was the Blood Medicine so far.
Oh,
which is a wild thing to say.
You might be the only guy I know that thought that was a good cigar.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, yeah. You've had the Robusto, right? I think I sent you that one.
Yeah, but did you send me the old one? Because I feel like the one that I had from this year came from Luxury, and you sent me one from like 22.
Yeah, it would have been the Robusto.
Yeah, that one I did not like.
Oh,
but
okay.
This year, I didn't like it as much for sure. Like it was okay. This year's I felt like it was pretty good, pretty solid. I think.
Now, do the Blood Medicine? Do those also come out of my father's factory, or is that just the Las Calaveras line that comes out of there?
I believe my father only makes the Las Calaveras, and that's it for Crown Heads.
Tabsa?
No, well, what's the La Puriosa? They make the La Puriosa as well.
Well, yeah, that's technically the first iteration of Las Calaveras. That's what that blend is supposed to be.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Crown Heads this year. I mean, the first batch of Mil Diaz Maduro were good. It seems like they've been having issues with the newer ones. I don't know, man. They haven't had too many home runs for me this year, which is disappointing for me to say because one of my favorite brands.
Yeah.
Blood Medicine's made at Tech Nixa.
Huh.
The original one was made at my father.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
Nice.
The original Blood Medicine?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. And it's a completely different blend. Both of them are, I don't think they share anything in common. So
just the name.
That's it. You've had bad draw. Yeah.
Well,
Just
they
stick to the
use a lot of
classics,
different
man.
factories.
Yeah.
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 OG Mil Diaz. OG Mil Diaz. I know people love the Juarez.
Freaking
La Patissier, anything that he makes that comes out of Noxa, aside from the Cornetta Habano, is great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. John really liked that Cornetta. That live review was something to rewatch.
That was a Maduro.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
Oh, so bad, dude. I don't even want to use
Miserable.
Habano after that. Yeah.
If you
That
want to
was-
watch someone get sick on a live stream, check that one out.
Yeah, and I smoked the Habano, didn't want to smoke the Maduro. Still haven't.
Oh, dude, the Maduro's so
Snuff
bad.
film. Snuff film. That's what it'll be if you review the Maduro.
I should do that live. Just for kicks.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, where's the Bitcoin at today?
It's climbing,
It's
I
still
think.
still above 90, I think.
Yeah,
We're in a good spot.
we're good. Time
Yeah.
for Davidoff's Year of the Snake.
There you go, baby. Cash
Hey.
out.
Hey, maybe next year I'll be able to, if Bitcoin keeps going up, I'll be able to do Burn and Benji's without anyone having a sponsor.
Yeah, right.
Without a spotter.
Without a sponsor.
Yeah, I said a spotter. I'm getting some help from that. So
Well, it'll be a fun Saturday show. We got John's gonna be on, Hound Dog's
Yeah.
gonna be on, Michael, who else?
Mhm.
Sal, myself, Carpy.
Darby.
Felipe can't make it. He's got a birthday party he's got to go to. I think Roger
And
will
we're
be there.
Birthdays happen every year.
We're
Yes.
doing the OG unicorn, all of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Waste-
that's going to be good.
Yeah, this will be the third cigar in that series. We smoked Davidoff Royal, which was kind of it was all right. And the Ometepe from Placencia, some people loved it, thought it was good. I thought it was pretty average. Below average, to be honest. But
Mm.
we'll see. Cigar 3 coming up.
Did you see Skinny's
Uh,
Super
no.
Chat.
ready to play? Whatever. Yeah.
Go ahead, hit it. You got it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, Skinny. Appreciate that, buddy.
Hey, he's just looking out.
You should
This
be
thing's
able to
not
get a
going
little pack
anywhere.
at a camping store.
So you guys smoke
Are you
anything
in your
good
tent?
lately? Me?
Aren't you in your tent right? You're in your tent right now,
Oh yeah. Can't tell.
dude. It looks the exact same. Good job.
Yeah.
Legit, man.
great.
You got to
Looks
see
good.
Felipe's. Felipe's set up too. He's in the tent now too, and he redid his whole backdrop
Tent in
and
a
everything.
garage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smart man, smart.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be able
He
to use the mobile cigar bar trailer with a space heater, so that'll be my new studio. So that'll be. I feel like I can keep going in the winter with that. I can do that. So
Yes. That'll be
How's
dope.
how's it coming? How's the build going?
oh man, it's been delayed longer than I thought, man. The guy I'm having build it, he's good. Like he does good work. He's young, and I think he's taken on a little bit more than he could handle. And
Mm.
so
Yeah.
I mean, dude, there's only a few things left. Like, I mean, I'm surprised it's not done yet because I know what's all left. So I'll be shocked if it's not done by this upcoming weekend. But I've said that. I said that last week too. So
Yeah. How's
Yeah,
it been
but it look-
like curating like your cigar list? Like, has that been like a hard thing to do, or you had like a pretty good idea going into it, like what you wanted to carry, or?
yeah, man. I had a pretty good idea, but some of it I've had to really process through. And so Matt's helped me out a lot. I've been bouncing off ideas with him, just his input. And then my distributor is a really cool guy. He has a lot of experience in the industry, so he's kind of given me a lot of advice too. So honestly, man, it's been really fun. That's been the most fun thing, is like actually picking the cigars, that you want to represent in your business, and that you're
Mhm.
passionate
Yeah.
about, and that you think will do well, regardless. So yeah, man, I think the goal is to cast a wide enough net to get a good survey of what people in my area will like, but not so wide, that it's just too much, too expensive. But like, I think I have a good mix. I wanted to have a good mix of value cigars, kind of medium price cigars and expensive cigars, mild, medium, and bold in each category was my plan. And then a couple flavored stuff on the side, a couple boutique stuff, just to have on hand.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because I imagine you have to like take a step back as like a cigar guy and be like, what's going to sell? Because if I'm just going to carry stuff that I want to smoke, it's probably not stuff people know or recognize. So it's like, I need name brand recognition. Like I need cigars that I know people can see on a shelf and be like, oh, I've had an Oliva before or something like that.
Yes.
And it's kind of like, it's got to be hard to be like, well, I know this is going to do well, but maybe I don't like it, but I have to carry it. This is a business, right?
Like you got to carry the chinchale. You got to carry the chinchale. Even though...
Let's take it easy, Michael. Let's take it easy.
Yeah, no, dude, 1,000%. Because like I don't care. I could care less about the Macanudo Gold, the Macanudo, Gold Cafe. But you got to have those. You got to have the Monte Cristo White. You got to have the. Apparently, you have to have deadwoods. Apparently, those things are killing acids.
Sure.
So yeah, because my distributor, I was like, hey, should I buy some acids? He's like, no, you should buy deadwood. Don't buy acid. Because he said those things are just like flying off the shelf. So
sure,
I don't really care about them.
Yeah, but you got to think about like women too. I don't want to just say women smoke that stuff, but my wife, if she enjoys a cigar, it's usually a deadwood, and she's had a few of my other cigars that she enjoys, but she knows that the flavored stuff will go good with what she's drinking, and like it'll be a fine experience. She's only going to smoke a third of it anyway, but at least she got a cigar. She feels like she's doing it with everybody else, and that's really what you got to aim for.
Yeah, for sure. The ones I really wanted, I wanted some Fuente Cameroon. So I have Hemingway and I have Don Carlos. So because I wanted Fuente and I wanted those medium Fuentes.
Sure.
So, but yeah, no, it's been fun. It's been good. I think I have enough to look credible, and like have enough stock, but not overextend myself on it, for an initial purchase. So, but that's kind of the balancing act. So.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the merch, man. Can't wait. I got to get a shirt, a hoodie,
man.
Or something. It'd be awesome.
I know, man. I've been so behind, dude, in life. Like I'm catching up. So I finally posted a video after 5 weeks. But we're getting there. I'm catching up. So it'll be coming sooner than later.
Well, it's good you're kind of doing it now in the winter time too, because I imagine gearing up for like spring and summer. That's probably like the busier months for that stuff where people are booking you out for stuff. So it's kind of like a little dry run until you get to busy season, which is perfect because you don't want to like go into like getting slammed and not having stuff figured out. So that's a nice little thing to have.
Yeah, it's a good perspective because at first I was kind of bummed I don't have it yet, and then winter's going to be a little slower. But I think you're right. I think you got to look at the advantages of it, and leverage it. So. Yep. Nice.
Stay tuned for more.
Yes,
you don't think sales will slow down? About 10 boxes of Atabey Blacks were bought in the last 3 days. Yeah. So
bunch of idiots.
So if you're unfamiliar, one of the Cigars Unbanded Discord people found a shop with like 7 boxes of Atabey Blacks or whatnot, and immediately it got posted in like the deal section, and like like at least 7 boxes got bought that day. And Johnny OCD was actually talking to the guy on the phone because they don't have an online shop. He had to call. And the guy was like, what is going on? Like, we've been sitting on these boxes since like spring. And like, we just sold 7 of them. And he's like, well, there's this thing called like Cigars Unbanded. They have a Discord. And when they find deals, like everyone's looking for this cigar. He's like, no shit. Because he's been shipping Atabey Blacks like across the country for the past like 2 days. So
that's so funny.
It's fucking
That's
hilarious,
actually that place is actually Erica's go-to lounge when she goes into Nashville.
Yeah, she's the one who dropped the word on it, and I was like, okay. And then one person called, and then another. It's just we're buying a lot of blacks right now. My box will be here Tuesday.
Which shop was it? Which shop in Nashville?
I believe it's called Nashville Cigar.
Yeah, you're in the Discord.
We'll send you a link.
Okay.
I think it's called Nashville Cigar.
Okay. I always think of Franklin Cigar. That's the only one I know out there. But
that's their sister store.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. For that.
I think there's 1 box left.
Hey, hold up the deuces.
Yep.
And I wonder I wonder why some retailers, some B&Ms don't sell online. Is there extra regulatory stuff around that, I'm assuming, which is why maybe they don't sell online?
My
I've
perspective
never
from
asked
the
anybody.
from the shop owners I know that don't have them but have really nice B&Ms, it's usually they tend to be on the little bit of an older side and they don't want the hassle of doing it. Because my lounge that I'm a member at has really good stuff and they don't have an online shop. And I've spoken to both of the owners and they're just like, yeah, it's more of a hassle to start, building out a website, keeping it updated. They're like, well, we're just content giving our members like the stuff when it comes in and it'll sell when it sells.
Yeah.
So
If they're making money the way that they want to make money, why bother?
Yeah.
If
Makes
they're
sense.
good doing what they're doing, why fuck with it?
yeah. Well, I'm surprised
That's
this cigar's holding on pretty good, man. Like I haven't had any problems with it and the flavor's still pretty consistent for the Connecticut.
Yeah, mine's getting better as it goes. The
Nice.
finish on it's really nice now.
Mm.
Mine took a shit in the final third, so I lit up that Las Calaveras.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Something to look forward to, guys.
I brought a pulpette out just in case I had to chuck this one.
So far, this is very good. I'm digging it. I'm
You
getting
gotta-
stone fruit. It's like a plum, like kind of like dark stone fruit kind of deal. Plum cherry. It's very good so far. Just a few
Nice.
puffs in though.
You going to be throwing a review out for that one? You got a few of them?
Yeah, I got a $5.
There you go.
nice.
Nice.
Smoking a Habano, Connecticut. Barrel aged for the first. Nice, man.
Hmm.
Welcome to the hearth.
I like
Hell
their
yeah.
barrel aged stuff too. The barrel aged Perdomos.
I think you gave me one of those, Matt.
I think so.
I have yet to smoke those unbanded cigars you sent me, Matt, because I'm still terrified of them. The way you wrapped them and put like duct tape all over them. You're like, don't open the envelope to know what these are yet. And I was like, Jesus, this guy's going to try to kill me. So envelope is still sealed and I got to go through them soon.
Well, and as soon as you sent me a message like, is this a fucking pipe bomb or something? I went on immediately and was like, all right, cigar bands, put my logo on it. I got to get something different. So now I've got some regular ones to put on it. So
It looked like there was missing a ransom note in the box. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, if this got confiscated, you'd be arrested right now. Anyone got thoughts on the magic toast?
Oh my god.
No.
Watch Unbanded episode fucking
Keelan.
what number is that?
Keelan's
the
episode.
Keelan episode. Yeah, watch the Keelan episode. You'll get a good dose of what we think there.
Yeah.
It's shit.
There you go. It's the goat like John Jones. Take it easy, JD. I got tested, dude. My levels are okay. I'm doing all right.
Low T Pete.
1T Matt, low T Pete. You guys smoke anything really good lately? Anything noteworthy at least?
Let's see.
I had the
Golden Childs.
Golden Child. Yep. I also had the Curtis sent me a Tatawahe pork tenderloin, and I really enjoyed it. I've only had one, but it was, for me anyways, I got nothing but chocolate. Like, I even here in the tent, it was smelled like, I swear the roller had to have had cocoa on his fingers, because I've never had a chocolate bomb like this. And does it stay like that for the others? I have no idea, but my tent smelled like somebody was baking chocolate chip cookies. I couldn't believe it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I don't know if they stay consistent like that, but that one was really good.
I enjoyed the pork tenderloins that I had last year. They were good.
Yeah, we smoked it on Unbanded. It got a high score. I forgot it was a guest episode too. But it did really well. Everyone really liked it.
I had the Somme BDX Blanc yesterday.
Yes.
Mmm. But
finally.
you hadn't had it before, right?
I hadn't. That review will come out probably not this week, but next week. I got
I'm
the
excited.
got the new Diamond Crown Classic coming out on Tuesday, and then the Cohiba Festival 55th anniversary on Thursday this week.
All right.
Dude, nice.
Nice.
How do those
Nice.
bands look in
Bands?
person of the new Diamond Crown?
That is a gorgeous cigar. That is a gorgeous
Yeah.
cigar. Like I edited it out from the video today, but there was a segment where I was like, people that don't really put much on the bands are going to think that this is kind of silly, but I think that this is a pretty cigar. Like the rebranding looks so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does. But I edited that part out and I was just like, this is a pretty cigar.
And they didn't reblend it, right? They kept the same blend.
Same blend, new size. I think it's like the 7th or the 8th size edition. The one that I smoked was the number 4, so it was the 5.5 by 54.
It's the best
that's
size.
Such a good size. It's perfect.
Torbusto.
Indeed.
I had honestly the best cigars I've had recently, or in the last couple of weeks at least, were the LFDs I had on the live stream. The
On
Oro
live?
was I liked the Oro, and I really liked the Airbender. The Airbender was solid. I wasn't, we're on a live. I'm not super paying attention to it, but
Right.
they were both enjoyable cigars. So
That was on the Taz live stream, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
That was a fun.
Taz was so cool.
Yeah, he
That's
seemed
really
like a
cool.
good dude. It sucked he
Yeah.
had audio issues, but
Yeah.
he seemed like a real
Yeah.
fun guy.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I mean,
and
he shot me.
he like knew us. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mike, you go, dude.
No, you're fine. You're fine. He like shot me messages the next day with like his cigar, setup. I'm sure he sent you guys it too with like all the helmets and everything. Like, it was
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
Salt of the earth.
Yeah,
Nice
no,
dude.
it's cool.
Salt of
Really
the earth.
cool. He was a
about you,
good guest.
Carpy?
He was engaging.
Oh, sorry, John. Yeah, he seemed like he knew his stuff and he was a fan of the show because he was like, going into like the normal stuff that you guys normally talk about, and he's like, "Oh, let me do it like you guys do it," and showing off the cigar and shit. Seemed like a cool dude.
He brought up my tooth too. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't
He was
even
like-
notice, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're back, baby. We're back.
Damn. Damn. I kind of liked
Yes,
it the
sir.
other way, man.
Well, I could always unscrew this one.
Unscrew
I could,
it, yeah.
Let's take this thing out. Switch it for
But,
some bling,
Yeah, don't do that. I don't think you can pull that one off, John.
No, I know I can't. No way.
Carpy, you smoke
Absolutely.
anything good lately?
Yeah, that K Dorsey, the Coronas Claro was really good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I smoked a 2020 mil DS while having a campfire with the kid today. That was pretty good.
Nice.
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 I've been smoking a lot of those Byrons, the Maduros, the 21st century ones.
Distinguidos.
Or Dingos, yeah. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. It's not Atabey Black-esque. I mean, it's got a little bit of that in there, but it's got that signature like Byron kick to it, which is a nice
Must
little
be
change of
nice.
pace. My lounge got them in. What are you gonna
Must
do?
be nice.
What are you gonna do? And then I smoked a new brand, Domain. Have you guys heard of this brand?
I've heard of
Seen
Domain
it.
before.
They have like the diamond on the band, something like that.
It's called the Neutron.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, man. It wasn't
Okay.
that bad. I thought it was a really good stick. I mean, it was a B tier, but like I said, for a new company that I wasn't going to try, but I was walking out of my B&M's humidor and the guy was like, "Hey, we just got these in. Try one." And he just threw me one. I was like, "Okay." So I lit it up when I was doing some work outside in the yard, and it was good. I'll definitely try the other blends they have.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
As far as microwaving your cigars to dry it out, that works with pipe tobacco, but I wouldn't do that with your cigars. Yeah.
Nah. No.
Yeah.
Unless
I didn't know
it's a M81, it might be better. Like, blowing up.
Yeah.
Growing up in Vegas, man, these are techniques that I didn't know about. Just leave them
What?
on the kitchen counter.
How-
Good to go.
I didn't know people did that with pipe tobacco.
Yeah, because pipe tobacco usually tends to be wet, especially the aromatics, because whatever they
Yeah.
top them with. So if you have like a
that's true.
really wet tobacco, you can literally put it on paper towel and like 20 seconds max, like super quick. It'll take some of that moisture out. But
Okay.
I mean, I've heard of people putting cigars in refrigerators to like really take out humidity quick if you had to, but I would just cut it and leave it out for a few hours on the kitchen table or whatever, just let them sit out.
Yep.
If you're in a
Speaking
hurry.
of fucking pipe tobacco, video is gonna come out on Tuesday, but Felipe sent me a corncob pipe.
Nice.
And a bunch of
Sick.
different tobaccos. There's like Kringle Flake, CD 8-State Burley, Peterson Nightcap, Sutliff Maple Shadows, CD From Beyond, Autumn Evening, Blood Red Moon, Saint Espresso,
You hooked it up.
HH Old Dark Fired, and Plum Pudding. Like, what do I even do with this thing? I think I might smoke this next, and y'all are gonna have to guide me through the process because I had no fucking clue.
Don't do that on stream. We'll have a one-on-one session in Discord. I'll
right.
take you through it. All right.
Let him do it on stream. Let him grow up on stream.
He's gonna hate it. The first few times it's frustrating learning to tamp it and keep the embers going. And once you get it down, though, it's just a routine. But
the shit smells really good.
Sending everybody a tin of Grizzly for Christmas. Let's get this party started, man.
Right? It's better be wintergreen.
Hey,
you guys have
only one.
As far as pipe tobacco goes, just do not get the plum pudding cigar.
From Seattle.
Yeah, the Seattle Pipe Club plum pudding cigar. I was like, oh, I like plum pudding. Let me try this cigar. And in my head, I'm thinking of Stillwell Stars from Saka. And I really enjoy all the Stillwell Stars. And this was, I'll just say this was not a Stillwell Star at all. At all.
Yeah.
Wort has some really good pipe tobacco.
Really good. Yeah,
Really?
they came out. Yeah, they're Halloween. I mean, they source it out to have one of the bigger brands make it. Cornell and Deal makes it.
I love Cornell and Deal.
Yeah, they make it's called a Scarecrow blend. It was for Halloween. It's like smoking corn. What's that fucking
Candy
corn?
corn.
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
It's so
corn.
fucking
Nice.
good, dude. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah, if it's not available anymore, I bought like 3 tins. I'll send you a couple ounces, man. It's really good.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
cool.
you guys, any recommendations for Perdomo here for Rusty? He said he's a newer smoker.
Lot 23 Maduro.
Yeah. Definitely not the 20th Maduro. It's been spicy and cedary the whole way through. Not really chocolatey.
This Connecticut's pretty good, man. I'm not minding it. And like Mike said, it's getting better for me towards the end, which is, pleasant surprise.
Nice. 1960. The 1965 Maduro. That's a new one.
Wow. That must be a super LA.
I just got my 60th in the mail.
You SOB.
We'll see how that goes.
You SOBs.
It's in the dry box right now.
It's a beautiful cigar, man. It's really
You
nice.
fuckers. God, you fucking guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I
shared the link
actually,
with you, didn't we?
I have I have one coming in the mail too from them. I have the BP, what is it, 97 Maduro?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
I'm gonna have my first one of those. Yeah.
Fuck. The
Delicious.
Maduro, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's my favorite Padron, hands down.
I'm excited, man.
Chocolate Blonde. So good.
Yeah.
So said Maduro and Churchill thus far. I'd say B minus C plus. Yeah. Pretty good.
Give it 5 years of age, though. It'll be. Yeah, slightly above mediocre. Slightly above.
You got to try everything, right? Can't just smoke all the new fun stuff. You got to revisit brands every once in a while.
You do.
Keith is actually going to be on Unbanded this Thursday. Him and Sal will be on for Cigar 3. So that'll be fun time.
Nice.
Really pointy cigar.
All right, take it easy, Mike. Okay, you don't
That's
need
all
to be
I know
calling
about it
out.
so far.
Yeah.
Speaking, hey, yeah,
Hey,
could be.
let's keep moving. Let's keep moving, huh?
Be a little,
Look at this.
little,
Look at this question, guys. What is your all-time favorite stick? Now, this changes constantly for everybody because we're always smoking new stuff, and you tend to keep the newer stuff in your mind. But we'll go around the table. Carpy, what do you got for like an all-time banger?
I don't know, dude. I smoke a lot of shit. I mean,
Like a recent, maybe.
The cigar I consistently smoke because of flavor and price is just that Cavalier LE 2023. That one really hits the spot for me, and you can find it for like $11.
Mhm.
I mean, sure, there's more expensive cigars that, like, if I had stupid money, I'd smoke all the time, but I don't, so that's the one I do.
Yeah, it's a good cigar, man. It's great. What about you, 1T Matt?
So, as of right now, and that is a super tough question, but as of right now, I think my favorite cigar is the 2018 Romeo Julieta Wide Churchill.
That's a great cigar.
Jeez. Going top shelf.
But
That's a great cigar.
it's a tough one, though. You know what I mean? Because I look in the humidors and I'm like, I love this one, this one, this one, this one. But that one this year has just stood out to me.
Yeah. What about you, Michael?
All time, it's the Edmundo Dantes, regional exclusive for Mexico. Most recent. I don't know. I have to think about it and come back to it. You know, definitely something off the best of list. I just don't know which one I would choose over the other because they're all so good. Like, you could interchange it, right?
Sure.
I feel like the Plasencia in the Amador Forte, you know, that hexagon, I mentioned that a lot. I think that's a really special stick out of some of the newer stuff, just in shape, in flavor, in the whole entire experience. I think it's their best stick to me overall.
That is a good one.
What about you, Hound Dog?
Couple that come to mind that I remember really, really enjoying. One was, one of the best cigar experiences I've ever had was Tatuaje Cajonu 2003. That was phenomenal. And you can still find those, you know, it's pretty easy to find today. There's a brand that's not made anymore called Bucanero. I had a Bucanero Full Sail Maduro that had, I don't know how many years of age on it, but that thing was incredible. And it's like I don't know, it's probably like a $6 cigar. Like when I bought it, it was amazing. Recently, I love the Cocodrilo. I love that fucking cigar. That cigar is great. The Byron 21st, the Atabey Black, the Romeo White Churchills, the same as Matt. The freaking I think the box date on that was 2024, like late 2023. So it wasn't aged. Yeah, those are ones that come top of mind right now.
What do you got, John?
Oh, the 10th. Local Man 10th. That one was amazing too.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to say it, but
yeah.
What do you got, John?
All times are either the Jack Schwartz Bull or the Angel Share for me. I love those cigars. And then one though that probably the one I've been smoking most this year is the Som BDX Blanc. And then I also really liked the Aladino Cameroon Reservo. So.
Yeah, I mean, that 10th anniversary for me this year has probably been my most consistently smoked and like always a good cigar. And I bought like 4 boxes, so they better be. But outside of that, man, I fucking love Don Derma. Like, if I had to smoke one cigar for the rest of my life, it's close to a Don Carlos too. I mean, how good are those, right? Super consistent, always good. But if I wanted something on the more chocolatey side, Don Derma,
Yeah.
man. It's so
That's a
good.
great
OG or
stick,
Golden
man.
Child?
Well, the Golden Childs are really fucking good right now, but I think the OG just takes it. Like I give the OG Don Derma an S tier, and I give Golden Child an A tier. But I mean, they're neck and neck, man. They're good.
We'll have the answer. We'll have the answer at the end of the month when Carvey finishes his shootout.
There we go.
Yeah.
Take your time with that, all right?
Some people gonna be upset.
Fuck.
But
Frog
I mean,
juice. Frog juice for the win.
when talking about cigars that like I would love to smoke if I had the budget and the availability was there. That 2020 Dubai, just because it was so funky.
Oh, fuck,
got,
that was
like,
a good
just-
cigar.
Tons of that Fuente funk.
Yeah.
But whenever you see them, they're like $80 or whatever. They're supposed to be $40, but they never are. At $40, hell yeah, I'd find a way to buy a box.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for sending that out, Roger. I appreciate it. That was delicious.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
So I want to throw in an honorable mention. I just thought about it. Is the Dunbarton, the Barba Amarilla, shop
Mm.
exclusive
Great
at
cigar.
small batch. It just popped into my
Great
head.
cigar.
I really, really
Very
enjoyed that cigar.
That, and it's such a sensational cigar too. Like I think each time I've had it, it's had like the perfect amount of nicotine to where it's like I get a slight buzz and it's not overbearing. It just puts me in a very nice headspace. Very nice, chill, like delicious kind of just I am satiated by the flavors and by the the feelings that the cigar gives me because of the nicotine in it. Delicious cigar. Also, it's for a Dunbarton, it's a pretty small form factor. You don't get that much with Dunbarton. Unique in that regard. Just a fucking phenomenal cigar. Really underrated. Really underrated within the Dunbarton portfolio.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the problem with those questions. Like we could probably sit here for the next 20 minutes and go, oh wait, yeah, that one too. And then it's like, oh, that one too. There's just
yeah.
too many cigars, man. It's too many cigars.
The Cortez, the Almado Fuego
oh,
Cortez,
Fuck,
keep going.
Yeah, we got to go to a next topic. Hey, Skinny, your sister's ass. All right, buddy? Take that.
Got him.
Yeah, I've had this cigar. You guys have smoked this one as well? I thought it was a pretty good cigar.
I haven't had it.
Haven't
I've had it.
Yeah. It was all right. I don't remember anything about it. I just know I smoked it. It was a long time ago.
This is why I can't send you cigars, man, because I can never think of the cigars. I told you this. Like, you're so hard to shop for.
You just got to get weird with it. Send him
Yeah.
something he'd never smoke. I picked him up a bunch of, what was that? Cohiba
Spectres.
I was like,
Yeah.
I know he didn't buy these.
I didn't. And when you told me those were like $100 plus cigars when they came out, I was
So
like, for
stupid.
New World Cohiba?
Why?
Like,
Why would anybody do that?
Dude, you didn't pay that price, right, Mike?
No.
Okay.
There's this like fingerprint humidor that Cohiba put out, right?
Mhm.
That the whole value for it is like $5,500, and the shop I was at just took $5,500, divided it by the number of cigars in it, put the same price on every one, and I was like, okay, dude, let's go for it.
yeah. Can't wait to try it. It's going to be a fun Cohiba
It might
series.
be good. The blend
It might be.
seems good.
Yeah. We'll find out. But for the tent trailers, I'm in Connecticut. Felipe is also in Connecticut. Who else is in a tent? Sosa's in Pennsylvania. Matt, you're in a garage, Minnesota. So it's getting cold here. What's the temp right now outside? I mean, it's 46. It's not that bad tonight, so I don't have the heaters cranking, but it's definitely warranted when the snow starts falling. That's for sure.
It's 53 here.
Yeah, I got my stand-up propane heaters for the cigar truck, so I'm thinking about just pulling one out here, at some point here soon. Until I get the truck, I'll use it out here.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
What's up, Nick? What's going on, dude?
What's up, dude?
Crying in your beer after the Chiefs. Yeah, that's all right. You guys can lose a few.
Get it out of the way. You don't want to have the pressure of being undefeated going into the playoffs. You know, just get at least one loss out of the way.
Dude, I know you're gonna kill me, Matt, but I would love to see a Bills Detroit Super Bowl. That would be just two teams that have really come close and really won it. You know, it's been forever. I think that would just be a fun one for two franchises that have just suffered for so long.
Yeah, no, for sure. I understand like the reasoning behind it, especially with both, but you know, fucking the Bills going to 4 Super Bowls in a row and not getting a fucking not one.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Brutal.
Yeah. The NFC East had a lot to do with that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Any holiday releases or stuff coming out towards the end of the year? You guys
is Alec Bradley coming out with like the filthy elf again? Like what's up their sleeve?
Wait, they actually make something like that? A filthy elf?
No,
I don't know.
They might.
They came out with the filthy ghoul again, so anything's on deck for them.
JB said we bought the last batch. I think Keith actually bought the last batch of blacks from that shop, so they are sold out.
Hey man,
he came in like a day late. Like, wait, what? Where?
More Lamper Limitada 2023s from me, man.
Oh, that was a topic that was brought up recently. Some people revisited that cigar and think it's starting to decline a little bit.
Really? Okay. Well, I have 2, so I'm going to make sure for my end of year list that it's still as good as I thought it was.
Up to snuff, yeah.
I think it was Carpy, right? Carpy, you recently smoked it?
Yeah, I had one last night, and it was not near as good as the one I had in the middle of the summer. It might have been just the individual cigar, but it tasted like it was aging out rather quickly.
Well, I mean, based off of your Dorsey review, your palate's been off for the last 3 days. Is all I can chalk that up to.
Yeah, but you've only had the 50, right?
Yeah, I've only had. Well, no, I had the 50 that I reviewed. I smoked a couple of them in France when I was out there to visit Hennessy in 2019, and that was the first time that I had tried the brand. So I enjoyed them, and those were smaller than a 50 because they only had like 2.
So those are the ones I liked.
Brand.
Those are the ones I liked. They started in 1973 with just the Coronas Claro.
Right.
And then they came out with the
Cubans,
50.
Smaller.
Yeah, they came out with the 50 and the 54 in 2017. Mm-hmm. And then recently they came out with the 52. Yeah. So if yours was smaller than the 50, it was the Coronas Claro. And that one is 100%. Really good. I enjoyed that one.
AZ had the Forbidden 13 today. Best mediocre cigar. Yeah.
That sounds
I
terrible.
love AZ.
Do you guys buy boxes? Plan to put age on them, like 20 years plus? I don't think anyone plans on putting that much.
You can't plan. Yeah, you can't plan on that. Just happens.
It happens.
Yeah. But I mean, they'll age out eventually, so 20 years is pushing them.
Yeah.
Unless they're Habanos.
Yeah, well, that's AZ would be the guy to talk about that.
I know because I've listened to AZ talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wealth of knowledge. Let me see if there's any other questions. I think we were going to do like an hour and 30, so we're getting close to it now. The cigar's about done, but it was good towards the end. I'd give it a solid beat there. I don't know if you guys, Mike, you're still puffing on it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's good and cheap. I mean, can't beat that.
Yeah.
Bubba Pyro. That's a funny ass comment.
He asked if we were going to do another Perdomo night. I don't know if we'll be doing another Perdomo night. We might pick another brand and do it again in a few weeks. These are kind of fun.
Perdomo night 2026, bro. Let's schedule it out.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe we'll revisit some other brands. We had 100 people at Peak, so that's awesome. Thanks for chilling with us on a Sunday. Late notice too.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me see. I think that's it for the questions, though. Guys, you want to go around and plug anything? Carpy, what do you got coming out this week, man?
You know, just in the middle of me deciding to go extremely fucking niche, and it's the Dunbarton Shop Exclusives month for a very small segment of cigar smokers. It's very interesting.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I know
right
you
in
are,
my
Peter.
wheelhouse.
I
buddy.
do it for you.
Yes.
I like and share them. So watch the videos; they're good. What about you, Matt? Sober Cigars. What do you got going on?
I got a little review coming out on that plum pudding cigar, so you can imagine
Nice.
that that'll be a thumbs down. Spoiler alert. And I've got
That's
one
right.
for
That's the rating, right? Up,
yeah,
sideways, down.
up, sideways, or down. And got one from AZ, the Romeo Julieta Petite Royale, which was really good. So got a thumbs up and a thumbs down coming up this week. So
Nice.
yeah, and some usual Instagram, just throwing up stuff.
What about you, Michael? Anything coming out?
I have got Tuesday will be the Diamond Crown Classic #4. Thursday will be the Cohiba 55th Anniversary Festival de los Habanos. And then at some point in time this week, I think I might try to do a live with Innocent over at Big Guilty. If not this week, then next week. And then friggin' Saturday, we have, the unicorns.
Burning Benjis.
Burn them Benjis.
That's it, man.
Matt, you got anything coming out? Always.
Just fucking reviews. Just always reviews. Go to the doghouse. Go to the doghouse for the reviews. That's all I have to. That's all I can say. You can go to YouTube. YouTube's easy, but go to the doghouse. If you don't know what doghouse is, just use your imagination. Where does this dog live? Where does Cigar Hound Dog live? What's his house? What's his home? The doghouse. Use your imagination.
If he had a site, what would it be called?
Yeah, give him a Google.
Yeah, what would it be called?
There you go.
So yeah, just for fucking reviews and just go to the doghouse.
He's also going to be playing that game on his phone. So.
What's it called? Bubble
cloud.
Shits?
Bubble cloud.
All right.
Bubble shits.
Bubble guts. The bubble guts.
Bubble dysentery.
What about you, John? What's coming out, man?
I got a review of the Warped Moravis. I got a few just reviews. I'm trying to get back on track, so I'm going to be trying to do multiple reviews dropped a week again, so I can get some in. And then hopefully my truck, man, and then my cigar bar, and I can do some content there. So we'll see. I'll keep you all updated.
That'll be cool.
That'll be awesome, man. Very cool.
Thanks,
For me, we got Unbanded this Thursday, 9:15. It'll be Keith and Sal on for that episode, and then I believe that coming Sunday we're doing Terrence from Cigars Daily. He has a guest episode coming, so that'll be fun. Yeah, we'll get that one Terrence in. Trying to wrap up all the guest episodes towards the end of the year, because I think we're going to do a holiday show where we got a bunch of us together. I got a holiday cigar for everyone I'm going to send out, so that'll be fun too.
Nice.
But what's up, Wheelan? You're late, bro.
Came in last minute.
What's up, dude?
Jeez, dude. You just wake up. Couldn't decide what Saka cigar to smoke tonight. Is that what took so long? But I think that's it, gentlemen. Thanks for coming on late notice. We put this together pretty late in the day, but we got it done. And thanks for hanging out with us. 87 viewers right now. That's awesome, man. Make sure you guys follow everyone's streams. Everybody's name is on the screen right now. Follow on YouTube, all that good stuff. And we'll see you around. Gentlemen, thanks for smoking with us.
Absolutely.
See ya.
Thanks for
Later,
the invite.
boys.
All right, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Later, guys.
Wolf.